Deep in the heart of the African savanna, Tembo the elephant was grazing peacefully. Suddenly, he heard a sound that made him freeze in terror. It was the sound of a hunter's gun, and it was getting closer by the second. As Tembo turned around, he saw a hunter armed with a rifle stalking towards him. The hunter was taking aim at him, and Tembo could see the determination in the hunter's eyes. Terrified and helpless, Tembo thought that it was all over for him. He was about to surrender when suddenly a tiny fox appeared out of nowhere and started to run circles around him. "What are you doing?" Tembo asked the fox, confused. The fox replied, "Don't give up hope just yet, Tembo. Remember your father's teachings." Tembo was taken aback. He had forgotten all about his father's teachings. "What teachings?" he asked the fox. The fox replied, "Your father always said that in every difficult situation there is always a way out, but you must keep a positive attitude and use your intelligence." Suddenly, everything clicked into place for Tembo. He knew what he had to do. He took a deep breath and started to assess the situation. The hunter was getting closer and closer, and Tembo knew that he needed a plan. He decided to use his biggest asset, his trunk. He started to make noises with it, as if he was communicating with other elephants. The hunter, hearing the noises, thought that there were other elephants nearby and decided to back off. Tembo knew that he had to keep the act up, so he continued to make noises and move his trunk around. The hunter, confused, eventually left the area, leaving Tembo unharmed. After the hunter had gone, Tembo took a moment to reflect on his experience. He realized that if he had given in to his fear and panicked, he must not have survived. Instead, he kept a positive attitude and used his intelligence to come up with a plan. From that day forward, Tembo always remembered his father's words and the lesson he learned. He knew that in every difficult situation, there was always a way out, as long as he kept a positive attitude and used his intelligence. And so, Tembo lived the rest of his days in the savannah, never forgetting the lesson he learned and always thinking positively, no matter what life threw his way. Thanks for watching.